Hi, and welcome back to On the Move, where we go behind the scenes of some of Forsyth County's larger construction projects. Today, we're back in North Forsyth. Just over my shoulder is the Exit 18 overpass at SR 369 and SR 400. We got a lot of details to talk about here today and a plan for moving forward with this bridge. Before we get going, let's introduce everybody. To my right is John Jefferson, Director of Capital Projects with Forsyth County. Elliot Batts is from Vertical Earth, and another partner on the project is Matt Wardlaw from the Baldwin Paving Company. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming up this morning.
Thank you.
Well, let's dive right into it. A lot to unpack here today. Let's start with where we are with this project today. John, I know you and I have talked about this bridge several different times, including earlier this year. We knew there was some monitoring going on with this bridge. So what's the latest?
All right, so the monitoring period has come to an end. We've had our third-party experts analyze that data. Any settlement that was occurring in the west approach ramp embankment has ceased. The primary settlement has ceased. We also, part of the reason we initiated the monitoring phase was we were looking at some cracks that were appearing in the Bent 1 Stage 1 cap, which is the west end bent on the north side of the bridge.
So what we're looking at with that is, in case you missed that one from earlier this year, it's just off to my left shoulder here underneath the signage that you'll see here. If you're heading southbound on 400, it's that side of the bridge heading west on the Walmart side of the exit there. The biggest question of all that I think everybody wants to know with this and with the work that's been going on with this bridge, and just to go ahead and clear the air right now, is this bridge safe and has it been safe?
Sure, I have done these with you, Russell, and I've stood on the bridge and said the bridge is safe. The bridge is safe. It's not going to fall down. It never was going to fall down. We're dealing with issues that, if they're not corrected, they're going to shorten the useful lifespan of the bridge. Okay,
so now that the monitoring period is over, we've seen that settlement has ceased there on that side of the bridge. So what is the action plan? What is needed to occur now? And what's the partnership with everybody going to look like in that plan?
Sure. So we issued a notice to proceed. We've been working with GDOT in the background behind the scenes to come up with a solution that they're acceptable with. And that we can get the contractor to execute. So last Friday, the county issued a notice to proceed to the contractor to begin the repair process. It looks like that's going to involve taking down span 1, stage 1 of the bridge. So that's the 7 beams over 400 southbound on the north side of the bridge in order to get to the cap that supports the west end of those beams to repair what appears to be a layout issue when the bridge was originally constructed.
And when we start talking about taking apart a piece of the bridge, what we're talking about, correct me if I'm wrong, is going to be the portion that we're looking at here, just off to my left shoulder, the west side there, the portion that's already closed anyway. Is that a fair statement?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Elliot, maybe a question for you with Vertical Earth and the contractor of this work. What are we looking at as far as a timeline for this kind of work?
We're looking at about 9 months for the bridge work to be completed, and then probably another 3 months to finish all the other work to tie the road back in and finish the median on the bridge and get this project completed and closed out.
Okay, so we're looking at sometime later next year this being done. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to have insane closures here on 400 and 369, right? What's that going to look like for that work when it comes to traffic impact with those that are commuting right here?
Traffic's going to continue to flow the way that it is today. There will be some traffic pacing as they disassemble that span 1 of the bridge, of course, as they install the new beams. As we know traffic today, it's going to continue to flow in the same patterns. The ramps are going to continue to remain open, and the traffic pacing and interruptions will be done primarily during the nighttime hours.
Which is a great thing, because if you've driven in this area since this new interchange opened, you've probably noticed a big difference when it comes to your commute time, because the traffic, I mean, look behind us right now. If you look at the bridge, traffic is flowing. Behind us here in 400, traffic is flowing. It's been a tremendous improvement, and that's going to continue throughout this construction period, which is a great sign of the work that's been done here, alleviating some of the traffic in North Forsyth. So one of the questions that we've received as well with this project is what exactly went wrong? What was the issue to begin with? Matt, is that something you can answer?
Yeah, basically all we had was a layout issue, which is basically our survey department had a hiccup whenever laying it out. But at the end of the day, we're going to address this, we're going to fix it. As John said, the bridge is 100% safe. We just got to fix where the bridge is positioned. That's pretty much what we're doing with this corrective work.
So we're talking about traffic impacts primarily on 400, and we're talking overnight closures, temporary overnight closures, but on 369 itself, it's looking like at this time, no closures, right?
That's correct. The 369 widening is open to traffic, 2 lanes in each direction, and it will continue to stay that way.
All right, Matt, let's turn to you with Baldwin Paving. What's the role for Baldwin going to be in this project? Why are you guys here today, and what kind of work are you going to be providing?
Yeah, so Baldwin Paving was the original contractor that built this bridge, the span 1, as we talked about. We have exited the bridge business in 2022. So what our role is we have subcontracted out to ER Snell, who's going to be performing the work. And behind the scenes, we're going to be coordinating with Forsyth County, Vertical Earth, ER Snell, and DOT to make sure this project goes as smooth as possible, seamless and safe as possible. One thing I do want to add is Baldwin stands behind our work, and this will be $0 to taxpayers, $0 to the county, $0 to the DOT. Baldwin Paving is covering 100% of this cost. And that's probably a question a lot of people are asking right now.
It certainly is. It's a question we've received through our media partners and on social media as well, as what's the ultimate cost for this additional going to be for the taxpayers? And that answer is none. Baldwin Paving will be picking up that tab on the repairs that are needed for this. So a quick recap here of what we've covered so far, because again, it's already a lot. The monitoring period has come to a close. Again, that monitoring period has been on the current closed section of the SR 400 overpass here at 369. That monitoring period shows the settlement that was a concern early on appears to have stopped underneath, which is great news here when it comes to the work needed. However, cap is still needed to be replaced on that portion of the bridge just over my left shoulder here if you're heading westbound on 369 over 400, and that's going to take about a 9 to 12 month period for that work to be completed. However, traffic during that time will be flowing both on 400 and on 369. Okay. Whew, got to catch some oxygen after all that. It's a lot to unpack here with this work, but at the end of the day, certainly a great sign with that monitoring period and what that revealed here for this work. Let's talk about the SR 369 widening project in general. That's a great project. Again, we talked about traffic on 400, but on 369 as well. Where are we at with that full project?
We're in the punch list and closeout phase, so there's a few minor items that need to be repaired, and Vertical Earth and their subcontractors are working on getting those items finished.
All right, so we're talking about full widening of SR 369, getting close to being completely done there. Once the bridge is also complete and opens up to all traffic, things will really be flowing here north Forsyth. But as you can see here today, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday right now, and traffic is flowing great, so great news there. Gentlemen, anything else in this project that the folks here in Forsyth County need to be aware of, or maybe those in Dawson County driving through, or Hall County?
Sure, I wanted to say how much I personally appreciate Baldwin stepping up and repairing this. The county appreciates it, my department certainly appreciates it.
Partnerships at work here. GDOT, Forsyth County, Vertical Earth, Baldwin, ER Snell, a lot of different agencies involved with this work, and we're looking forward to it being complete. We'll have more details online at forsythco.com, on our social media channels, and of course at TV Forsyth, AT&T Channel 99, Comcast Channel 23. Gentlemen, we really appreciate you coming out here today, providing some of those details. Hopefully we'll be talking about another update on this project soon and getting close to being fully open.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. As always, we appreciate you being a part of On the Move. We'll have more of the latest construction projects here in Forsyth County. Don't miss it, and more details on this project coming up soon as well. Thanks so much for watching.